All right, man. Told you to talk after hours. You know what it is, man. So look, Fat Joe. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. After watching that 6ix9ine interview with Vlad, I watched the whole entire thing, all the chapters, everything. I watched the whole interview. I suggest y'all go watch the interview. It will change your perspective about a lot of things and a lot of these industry dudes. I swear to you. Like, I ain't advocating for 6ix9ine. I'm just keeping it real. And what he said in that interview, he broke down everything. And a lot of people are going to be mad about that interview. Because a lot of rappers, I'm just going to be honest with y'all, a lot of these rappers been feeding us these narratives about him and everybody else and the whole thing, but most of them don't know what they're talking about. You have to watch the interview to understand. If you think I'm just out here saying this, no. And I ain't no 6ix9ine fan. I'm just telling you. You have to watch the interview to understand what he's saying in that interview. So I can't do the whole interview because Vlad, plus it's hours long. Plus Vlad, he likes to try to get your channel striked and all this stuff over his content. So, but I know that was a long intro. Today we're gonna talk about Fat Joe, and some things came out. Some rappers said something about him. So let's get it, man. All right, man. This comes courtesy of Poetic Flacco. Let's get it.
More bad news for Fat Joe. At this point, I don't know how much worse it could get, but gather around, people, okay? We got some drama that I wasn't expecting, okay? So there's a female rapper who's accusing Fat Joe of messing around with young women, right? Too young to where it's not legal. And she claims that she has proof, okay?
Damn, bro. I'll tell you one thing, man. When someone says that you were messing with somebody and they have proof, you got to be real scared of that. Because number one, if you were doing it, you don't know what they have. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't doing nothing like that, you ain't got nothing to worry about. People could just say whatever they want. It doesn't matter. But if you did do something like that, and someone said they had proof and you know that you did something, oh yeah, you cooked, bro. The reason why I say you cooked is because if you did do that and they say they have, it's like being in a relationship with your chick, and your chick say to you, do you have something to tell me? If she say, do you have something to tell me? You could either do one or two things. You can either tell her or you can wait it out to see. And if she says, then you say, what? Who's such and such? If she says to you, who's Melinda, right? Or who's Teresa or whatever, who's whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you say to her, I don't know, bam, you're lying. You're caught. It's over. It's over. Because if she know the person's name that you've been dealing with, she ain't asked you, did you sleep with her? She said, who's this person? And you say you don't know? Yeah, it's over, doggy. Even if you stay with it, even if y'all stay together, she'll never trust you. It is over. But what's happening with Fat Joe, this is not the first time someone said this. This is somebody else saying it now.
Now, this all started when Fat Joe mentioned said rapper during an interview with Cardi B. Now, Fat Joe would tell Cardi B that this female rapper called the police on him one time for a noise complaint. She would claim that this entire story is made up and the real reason why she called the police was for something way more nefarious.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore female MCs?
I grew up listening to Remy a lot. I like Trina a lot. I always say that I listen to Trina a lot. I used to listen to Kaya a lot, Lil Kim a lot. I used to listen to all of them.
Who's Kai?
Kaya, man. Kaya.
Neck in my back.
Fat Joe tries to act like he don't know who Kaya is, and then
I'll be honest with y'all. I kind of forgot who she was too. And excuse me, to be really honest with y'all, I never knew her name was Kaya. I always thought it was just, I always said that my neck, my back girl. That's it. Excuse me. I never looked at it from that point of view. Now, I understand, but for her to be on the Mount Rushmore of rap is insane, bro. Like, and no, that's her opinion, but some people's opinions gotta be. Y'all gotta be stopped, man. Like, for real, y'all gotta be stopped. But let's keep it going.
Once they say Kaya, he then goes into this full-on explanation about how they got age-old beef.
My neck, my back.
Yeah, she got some cool records though.
She did me dirty one. She did us all dirty one time. Like, how the the girls, my neck, my back. We hanging out in the hotel and she called the cops on us. Like, yo, them making too much noise. They like, yo, the girl there.
My neck and my back?
My neck and my back, nigga. Like, how the my neck and my back?
You should know she coming at you
supposed
for
to
this
call the
track.
cops. She called the cops on us, bro. We was in Phoenix, Arizona. B-Fab, all of us talking in the hallway, and they was like, yo, the girl right there. She called the cops. Said, my neck, my back? She called the cops on us?
Bro, if this is true, he just implemented Fab and people at this hotel with him. If she's saying that he was messing with underage and she says this and she got proof, bro, this could be crazy. I'm telling y'all right now. This could be crazy. This could be crazy. Like, for real. Yeah. This could be crazy.
I ain't gonna say that because that roasted. She could roast. That could roast. Tell her you love her because she could roast.
I love you,
She
Kaya. I don't want no smoke.
Cardi B tried to warn him. He did heed the warning because he did say, Kaya, I love you, but it was too late, okay? The damage was done. Now, here's the thing, okay? Kaya took to her page and she accused Fat Joe of doing some pretty nasty things. Now, the things that she's accusing Fat Joe of isn't the first time Fat Joe got accused of it. Fat Joe is currently involved in a lawsuit where an ex-friend of his is accusing him of apparently being involved with very young women as well. The associate name is TA, the man on your right. Now, he filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe, and in this lawsuit, he disclosed certain things that he would say is the truth. Now, before he filed a lawsuit, he took to Instagram to accuse Fat Joe of being involved with young women out the DR, et cetera, or even in the States. Now, in this lawsuit, he provided a picture.
Now, okay, so let me explain something to y'all. This dude said, and I think this is the same guy. He said that Fat Joe was messing with some young girl in the DR, and he brought the young girl over here. He said he flew her out. First of all, you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot fly a girl out from the DR to America without her papers, K1 visa. People could say, oh, he did this. He probably had a private jet. No, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. No. If he was flying out there, that's something different. But fly her out here, no. Unless she had a visa, a work visa, K1 visa, fiance visa, invite for all of that stuff lasts 3 months. If he did that, that's something different. But if he didn't do that, and he met her and flew her out, no, it don't work like that. And on top of that, she would have to register with somebody. She would have to stay with somebody. You ain't getting on no private jet or private plane to illegally come here. No. Unless you got fake IDs, fake this, fake that. You got to have fake stuff. If you ain't doing that, no, you can't do it. No. Stop right there. Don't even type. You can't do it. No.
Where he was claimed that Fat Joe was involved with these victims who were in high school at the time. One of the young women that he spoke about Fat Joe being involved with was apparently like Doe One. Now, Doe One was a 16-year-old Dominican girl residing in New York. He would claim that in exchange for cash, clothing, payment of her cell phone bill, that Fat Joe would get fellatio and other acts performed on him.
Now, if the girl lived in New York, if she came from Dominican Republic and she lived there, let's say her family came here and she lived there. This is not clear enough for me to understand. But yeah, that can happen. But she would have to be established with someone already. It can't be, oh yeah, unless she got established with him. So let's keep going.
By the girl, right? On one occasion, he would claim that while driving in New York City, that the young girl asked Fat Joe for money to pay her phone bill. Fat Joe claimed that he was broke. This upset her. She began to scream, yell, and curse. And apparently, TA, who was present, told Fat Joe, man, just pay it, bro. Now, he admitted these things, which to me is kind of weird as well, because you were there present, so you knew what was going on and you just ignored it. To me, that was kind of weird and goofy.
So I could say the same thing. If you are there and you know something's going on, you should go to hell just like them. Sorry. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna know one of my co-workers, friends, or whoever is doinking a minor and I don't say nothing to him about it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we won't be friends no more, and he'll be out of there.
But yeah, so these accusations already existed. So when Kaya responded back to Fat Joe, she added on to these already existing accusations. Kaya would claim that she got worried for the young women that she seen with Fat Joe that night because Fat Joe was drugging them, so she called the police on him.
Fat Joe, your fat ass. No, you finna get roasted this morning, gag, or the Fat Joey bag of donuts, you mildew smelling. You, the people been sending in a lot of shit. You been out there talking about the queen. Okay, you knew you was gonna get it, didn't you? You know you hadn't fucked up right. Well, if you didn't, somebody should have told you. I knew it and been told this story, but since you want to tell it, let me tell a version that need to be told. Here, want to hear it go. Okay, I'm on the road at the hotel trying to get my beauty rest after a gig. I secured my bag and took my ass back to my hotel suite to lay down and go to sleep. Okay, we all artists after a show sharing the same hotel but not sharing the same evidently. Okay, we sharing the same hotel floor because that's all we have in common. Gag Gordon, and here come your fat, funky, stanking, okay, spoiled pig looking along with the rest of your crew being demonic freaks per usual. Gag Gordon, Diddy ain't the first and won't be the last freakazoid. It started with you. Okay, being demonic freaks and mutants. Got a hall full of hoes and underage sluts ready to okay, waiting outside your hotel room door ready and waiting to get drugged and gang banged. And so you can watch your homeboys so you can look at and booty hole because your ain't long enough to reach nobody ball. All right, child. I open my door like, what the is going on up here on this floor? I'm trying to get my beauty rest. What the is going on here? Get home and clear this hallway, slurping and slobbing on dicks in the halls, decking the halls and balls, okay? And it wasn't even the Christmas holiday.
All right, so I'm gonna stop her there. I'm gonna continue, but obviously she's joking about some of this stuff. For you to say that they were in a hotel hallway giving head, I don't know about that. Like, come on, bro. I don't know about that. Unless these people were high and drunk, I don't know about all that. Ain't no sane person gonna be giving head to somebody in the middle of the hallway in the hotel. I don't know about all that.
Like and watching your homeboys let you tell it, your crew and your other fellow rappers that's freakazoids like you, other hoes at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning off that shit. Not on my floor. Gaggle, that's why your fat ass got all kind of crimes and suing the fuck out of you and a bunch of lawsuits and sexual assault suits and rape and lawsuit charges now on your fat ass. You sitting out here want to tell the bitch, put the police on you. You should have told them what. Well, you ran terror squad, all right, terrorizing booty holes and young hoes. Gag order back then, and you still doing it now. Alleged, yeah, right. Gag order, you a nasty and you was doing it, you did it, and that's why they suing you and pressing charges on your fat ass now. That's why you trying to act like you innocent. You know I called the police on you for a reason. All right, I was trying to say them that we gonna just tell the truth, tell it how it go. Damn right, I called the popo hoe and I'll do it again, running around out here in these streets with titties longer than mine from DJ Khaled, sucking on them. Kiss my ass. Let's get that right. You a demon dog. You a sex demon. You was them drugging and them little young, and I put the popos on your.
Here's the thing. Kaya ain't just the average fan. Like, Kaya is somebody with something to lose. Kaya is a reporter. Kaya, like disseminates news or information on her show that she do. So if she's lying, like if she just came out and said, hey, I called the cops on Fat Joe because Fat Joe was drugging and effing on those young women. She even says minor earlier on the video. If she's lying about this, she can get sued. Like, she can lose everything. She has something to lose. Like this, like.
So, okay. I get that. But if she said that she called the police on him for messing with underage girls, why nothing happened? Why nothing happened? Why? Now, I will say this, and I think that a lot of people do things like this, and they are sometimes they're misled. So, for example, you might see a girl, and you just assume that she's underage. I know plenty of girls. I used to date this one girl. She was 32 years old, but she looked really young. You know what I'm saying? Like not on some creepy shit, but she looked young. And I used to always joke around with her because whenever we go somewhere, and I used to love buying her like these different boots because she liked boots. So I bought some boots, and I said to this one girl sold me some boots. This other girl I used to be friends with, she sold me boots, and she was like, she said, "Who these for?" I said, "Oh, it's for my daughter," like that. And she's sitting in the car. She was so mad because she like, "Why would you tell her I'm your daughter?" Like I said, "I'm joking." She know I'm joking, and she was like, "You do look young," like. But I'm saying like, so it sometimes it's like that. Now, this is not excusing the behavior of Fat Joe if he was doing something. I'm just saying if she didn't know the ins and outs of the details of like, because you got to go through all of the things here, because it's so many hoops to jump through. So if they're in a hotel, right, they bring in these girls in the hotel. Did these girls show their IDs at like how did they get in there? He was like, oh, they snuck them in. Like, this is what I'm saying. So it's more detail to it than that. Maybe that's why he never got in trouble for it, because maybe she was mistaken. I don't know. So I'm just giving y'all a different perspective. That's
12
all.
p.m.
It was just like a regular troll, a normal troll, a YouTuber with like 2,000 subscribers just spewing. But she knows she has something to lose. She knows Fat Joe could sue her, and she's still saying it. Now, I'm not saying Fat Joe is guilty, because apparently there's no record of this. Fat Joe has never been convicted of this. Fat Joe has never went to jail for this. So I'm not putting my name on the line and claiming that Fat Joe is guilty. But it's the second time somebody close to you at some point is accusing you of doing this. It looks sketchy.
Okay, go to you and all them that was there with you. Wasn't by I was out of order and them young girls was in danger. I seen crimes being committed and I called the law. Okay, go to just ask your hype man. He was there. Okay, go to in that order. Look it up. In that order. I hope he take you for everything you got and all them young that you destroyed their lives too. Okay, go to, because you did it. Alleged, not alleged. I heard, I seen, I heard, and I called 911. Someone please call 911. This getting and drugged with Fat Joe in this hall. Get the law up here fast. As far as I was concerned, them slut puppies were in danger. Okay, gag order in that order. Criminal activity was going on, and your fat ass should have went to jail without the bail. That's where you should have went. Because you and your crew didn't mean to be no good. I seen and I heard you, bitch. Gag when I saw a bunch of young freakazoids in danger. And I said, no, ma'am, Pam, and not on my watch. Clear this all in that order. You remember how I walked out there with my hair wrapped up like a queen? It's still wrapped up like a queen now. Locks on deck. Gag with the baby when I came out there in that hall with my long, beautiful silk nightgown all the way to the floor. Gag order looking like a goddess. Okay, and I seen all them in danger on the hall in the hall on my floor. I told them to clear that hall. Get from in front of them doors, waiting to get and drugged and beat the up and kicked out on their head. Get home. 911 is on the way, and I went to dialing emergency number. In that order, I was saving lives, like I'm still doing now. Gag order in that order, putting up on game. Don't trust these. Don't trust these. Don't trust no fat ass. Okay, smelling like Porky the Pig. Get your own shit and let them know that these with a raw bitch. With a head on the shoulder knows how it goes when it's time to let them get gone and to call 911. Get the law up here. And I do it again, Gaggle. Don't trust these. Get your own shit while your pink pig pork rind smelling ass is out here in these streets destroying lives. I'm the one that's been saving lives, and I'm not the one or the two to be with. So I advise you to keep Miss Neck and Back's name out your mouth. Because I've been telling these stories before Jaguar, right? I've been telling these stories before all these hoes decide to want to tell. I'm the original roasting gagger. I've been telling these stories since MySpace. If you're really a Thug Mrs. Fan, you remember? All right, in that order, you a nasty now your sick, freaky, sloppy, fat ass is fighting cases left and right. Talk about that on your podcast while you're talking about me. In that order, talk about Big Pun wife and how you stole all Big Pun money and then give it to his family while you're talking about me. You imagine how your sweat smell.
Cardi B tried to warn him, man. Now, I know, especially in hip-hop, all right, when it comes to defamation, a lot of us no longer take it seriously because of this, like, Drake and Kendrick thing. But, like, the courts ruled that defamation in a diss track is almost impossible to happen. Listen, man, I'm not saying Fat Joe is guilty. Only when it comes to the Big Pun. When it comes to the Big Pun situation, I'm believing in family, bruh. Fat Joe, you took them folks' money. I'm sorry, allegedly, I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe that she will lie about this just because she... I
will say this. She probably didn't lie. I think she may have told the truth. Because she was older. Was these just young women? Or they were young, like young girls? And if that's the case, then what happened? If you called the police, and what did you tell them? Did you say he was drugging and he had young girls there? What did you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, because my thing is, if he was doing something like nefarious, then why he didn't get arrested for it? Like, why? And I'm not saying this to shield him. I'm just saying, I'm asking a genuine question. Why didn't he get arrested for it? If you told the police that he had minors in his hotel and the police came, did these people have fake IDs? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Maybe she don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because my thing is, if he did have those minors there, then he should have been arrested. If he didn't get arrested, then obviously they either left before they got there, and then if he had drugs there, like, it's so many different questions I have about this story. I'm not saying it ain't real, because the story couldn't be real. I'm speaking on the other side of it. So when she did call the police, what did the police do and what did the authorities do to help Fat Joe? That's what I'm trying to say. Because if she's telling the truth, then obviously they had to do something to kind of shield him. Maybe he gave him some money. I don't know. I don't. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right? And that era was the freakiest era there. Yo, a lot of people give, like, these recent hoes, they give them credit for being freaks, or they give them credit for being loose. We don't know what loose is, bruh. If you wasn't present in the 90s during that era when Diddy was really Diddy, when Terror Squad was Terror Squad, you don't know what loose and freaky is. They was loose and freaky. But it's okay to mess with the loose and freaky ones, but you can't mess with the young ones. That's
my point. Like, listen, anybody that mess with a minor, I'm talking like, if they're above age, I could not like it, but I can't say anything about it. If she's 18, 19, you could say whatever. I can't say nothing about that. I could say I don't like it, but if that's what it is. But if they're underage, if they're like 16, 15, 14-year-olds, and you were 27, 32, yeah, you should be lit on fire. I'm not even gonna lie. That's it. That's it. You clearly taking advantage. Lit on fire. That's it. So
I don't care how loose or freaky you think. They off limits, bro. Leave them alone. They victims. They can never be the hoes. No, they victims. Fat Joe has never addressed these things publicly before. Even with the TA situation, he never addressed TA publicly. He sued TA to get ahead of it, which if he's innocent, that's the right path to take. But it will be good to see Fat Joe come out and say, nah, bro, man, that's Kev. I would never do that, man. Man, show the proof if I've ever did that. But if Kaya is saying this, man, she gotta know something.
Yeah, you never let nobody looking like you get on top of me. Who lifting up your belly to find that little ass d- Who opening up your ass to eat it but DJ Khaled? Again, go to your wife, no hard is what you treated to die. She was there taking a man whoopings for a check is what we the people say. Talk about that. Again, Gordon, I hope all them niggas come forward and tell your truth since you won't. All right, Gag with them crackers lock you up, you fat ass bastard. And throw away the key. Eat shit and die, Joey Bag of Donuts here. Oh, what's that? Heart, stress, bad puss, disease, high blood pressure, low blood, sugar count, low T cell count. And that gout, no Zempic, and karma is killing your ass slowly. Good. Nobody coming to your funeral. Stop telling on yourself and keep my name out your fat, funky ass mouth here. All right, I'm on Liza side. You know Big Pun's wife. Okay, you wasn't Big Pun's friend. You was his enemy. None of them hoes friends either with your pussy. What kind of man leaves his friend, wife, and children home just struggling to survive? Doing podcasts is now telling the pack a lie. The gag order in the absence of...
yeah, I could never do that. I could never leave one of my friends, the spokes, like family, struggling. I would give them something. I don't know what he did. He could have not gave them nothing. He could have gave them something. Could have not gave them nothing. He probably didn't give them nothing. I don't know. I'm just saying, if it was me, they would have had a fun setup. I would have said, look, here, I got a couple of records from him. Y'all could get the residuals every month from those records. That's what I would have did. That's just me.
A man who once provided for them, and you know they needed that, the man's money. He helped you come up and you wouldn't even get the money to his wife and children. Tell that on your podcast and stop talking about me putting the popos on your nasty ass. When you was out there them little young and doing orgies and having your goddamn hype man and DJ that he didn't want to Diddy Jr. Find you somebody to play with and go straight to hell, Joey Bag of Donuts. Okay, now replay this. I bet you won't end that.
Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think?
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what it is, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. Torture Talk After Hours. Peace. Bye.